Hey guys, it's Jess from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my January TBR. In my head, I've been calling it my December TBR, but it's definitely January. It's January 2nd when I'm filming this. I have a lot of good books on my list. I don't have like a ton. I have less than 10, but I'm going to be rolling for my first Romanceopoly read, and I'm also going to do my series TBR jar again because I did it once and failed, but now that it's a new year, I'm going to try it again. I will go ahead and link my Romanceopoly announcement video down below. I made a whole board on a game board I bought at Goodwill for like $2, but I Mod Podged it because someone told me like try to do Mod Podge so like and get the ends to stay down, and it all crinkled and like did not stay flat because it got like wet because of the Mod Podge. So I don't know if I was supposed to do something else, but I have a random dice generator, and I believe in Monopoly you roll with 2 dice. So I am going to use my phone, and it is random.org, and I'm using their dice roller. So I have 2 dice. So I'm gonna roll the dice. I got 10. I got a 4 and a 6. So I'm going to count from the start. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, duh, it's only 10 across. So I landed on the dungeon. So let's look at what the dungeon is. I forget everything, so I have my handy list printed out. The dungeon is read a book with a hero in prison or who is an ex-con, or read a book on Under the Covers or Peace Love Books book boyfriend list. So I am gonna go ahead and check out our Romanceopoly and see what Under the Covers book boyfriends are, so I can see if I want to read something from that list or read about an ex-con. So I think I do have a book about an ex-con that I would like to read. For this challenge we have a whole recommendation list, so I'm going to go down to the dungeon. Click on that. So I don't know if I'm in the mood for or own most of these that, oh no. Some of them that are on their list are different in a series, so I don't feel right reading them in a different order. So I am going to read A Pound of Flesh by Sophie Jordan. This has been on my shelves for over a year now, and it's about a woman who, her father was brutally murdered when she was 16, and she has been teaching inmates. So she is teaching this one guy named Carter, and she is his personal tutor, and he ends up being released. And so I believe like she starts liking him. And that's all I know. So he is technically a con during the beginning of the book, but I believe he becomes an ex-con, so he like gets out of jail. So I'm excited. I am very excited to read this book, and it's something that I've wanted off of my TBR for a long time now. Thanks to Romanceopoly, it will. Now I do have 2 books a month I want to read from Romanceopoly, so I will definitely be rolling again, but I don't want to get ahead of myself and ruin the anticipation. So I will definitely update on my Instagram, so check that out down below. Make sure you're following me because I will update my stories. This will be the first thing I read. The next book I've already started, and I hope to finish it soon, is Lover Enshrined by J.R. Ward. This is book 6 in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. It is Fury's story, and Fury is definitely really creepy right now with what he likes to do in his free time with the Lessers. But it's good, and I definitely see a lot of slow burn in J.R. Ward's books because I'm 70 pages in, and like I don't even think he's spoken to the love interest since the book started. Maybe like once he has, and a lot of the books aren't that way. I know the previous book did too, so I have a lot left, but I'm loving it, and I just love being back in this world, and so I can't wait to read more. Next was on my TBR last month that I really want to get to this month, and that is The Story of Us by Tara Civic. He used to be in the military. He was a prisoner of war. I don't remember what happened to him, but the memory of his ex-love got him through that, and he is back and trying to win her back. So second chance romance, military romance. I'm excited. The next book I'm super excited to have and to read, I haven't even hauled it yet in a video, and that is Fumbled by Alexa Martin. This is Alexa Martin's second book. I loved Intercepted, which I read last year. They're football romances. This one's about a girl named Poppy who was 16 and pregnant, and she finally has a life she is very proud of, and the love interest is a football player. I believe he's a wide receiver. They used to date in high school, and so it's a second chance romance. She's a single mom, and she has worked hard to get to where she is, and I don't know if it's his kid or not. Like, I don't know. She was 16 and pregnant, like, and he's an ex-love, so I don't know. But it sounds really good. I love Alexa Martin now, so I cannot wait to read this. It does come out in April, but I'm gonna read it now because I can't wait. The next one's another arc from Berkeley, and that is The Matchmaker's List by Sonia Lally. This one is about a girl who is 29, so she's a woman, and she is letting her grandmother set her up on dates, and she has, it's kind of like the Bachelor kind of aspect. Her grandmother is setting her up on dates and she is still in love with her ex-boyfriend who has recently come back into the picture, so it feels like it's gonna be a really fun, diverse romance that I'm super excited for. The next one is the winner of Pick What I Read Next, and it's finally chosen. Lily Marshall does this every month for the past like 4 months, and I've been meaning to read it, and that is Reaper's Property by Joanna Wild. I am so excited this finally won. It got 33 votes, and I don't know specifically what it's about. I think like it's motorcycle romance. This girl's brother like owes a debt to the motorcycle club, and he's like, I'll forgive the debt if like she's his. I don't know. It just sounds very possessive. Alpha male motorcycle romance, and while I sometimes don't like that, I feel like I'm gonna really like it in this one, so I can't wait to read it. The next book's actually on my books that I need to read in 2019, and that is Fallen Crest High by Tijin. This one was recommended by Sophia Salvino on my Pick What I Read Next for January, and this one got 30 votes. It was so close between Reaper's Property and this that I've decided to try and get to both of them. I need to read this year anyways, and last year I completely bombed at my top 10 I needed to read for the year. I think I got through 6 out of the 10, and why not start with one right off the bat and get that out of the way. So these are kind of compared to the Paper Princess series. There's just like a lot of drama-filled high school stuff happening, and so I really hope I enjoy it. If you follow me on social media, then you know I'm going to read this, and that is Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. This is the first book in the Corrupt's Devil's Night series, and the third book, Kill Switch, comes out in February. And so I'm doing a read-along where we read a book every 3 weeks. I broke it up into each week, so you read about 150 pages a week from each book, leading up to the release date of Kill Switch. I remember like absolutely nothing from Hideaway, so I really want to reread the series before going into Kill Switch. I love this series, super dark, angsty romances, and I have the whole schedule on my Instagram and my Twitter. I'll link those down below, and I'll just go ahead and link the reading dates if you're interested in reading it along with me. It's hashtag Devil's Night Read Along. I just decided to do it myself. If anyone want to join, go for it. I just need to reread these, so it reminds me I've got to start reading it like now, so yeah. If I have time, I'm going to be reading another series out of my Friends mug that my sister got me like a long time ago, and I love it. We binge watched Friends together the summer before we left for college, and we didn't realize we were on the last episode when we were, and it was like 2 days before we were leaving, and we were going to different colleges, and it was so sad because like there was more on the disc, so we didn't realize it was the last episode, and it was heartbreaking. But yeah, we have a special place in our hearts for Friends, and we are obsessed with it now. So I will pick this book series, and it is the Psy Changeling series by Nalini Singh. This is another one on my list to read in 2019. That is really exciting. I know at the beginning of this video I said I didn't really feel like reading a paranormal romance right now, but I've been meaning to read the series for the longest time, and I picked it out of my TBR jar, so I need to read this month as well. I'm gonna get to it, I promise. So I believe Reaper's Property was also on my top 10 I need to read in 2019, so that's a lot of books I'm gonna be knocking out in the first month. Hopefully I get to this. We'll see. And that is my January TBR. Let me know down below what you're reading this month or what you're excited for me to read. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.